Hi guys, my name is Zen and this is Maybe Bonsai. This week I'm going to work on this lychee tree, which you don't really see people doing bonsai with because I haven't found videos of it that much. So this tree is grown from seed and it's growing for about a year now. This is 1 year growth and I've never cut it back, and that all this branching, this is all just naturally developed. It has been growing fairly well, but you see there's a lot of some brownings on the tips of the leaves. I think once you bring it inside, it doesn't do so well. So I'm going to prune it for the first time ever in its life. I'm not sure how the tree responds to pruning, but I think it'll be fine. It's a tropical tree. I can't leave it outside. So I think any pruning should correspond the same way as most other trees. They'll get new branches hopefully. The shape of the tree currently, it's quite good actually, just growing by itself. This is the main leader here, and then we have a strong branch on my left, and then there's a little side shoot on the right. So I'm quite happy with the way that it has kind of developed. And the trunk, I did wire before, really early, and I took that wire off already. You can still see a little bit of the wire marks, which has bit in, but overall, this was a straight trunk and I kind of made a little bit of turn. Now it's like, I don't know, just randomly curved. So I'll show you the marks close up so you can see what I'm talking about. So as you can see right there, that is a wire mark. Up here there's another one, and then even this is damaged from wiring from before. On the other side you can just see a little bit of these scarring, but they went away quite fast. I mean, because I wired it when it was quite young, so the recovery was really fast, which is good. Okay, so that's the introduction to the tree. Let's get started with the pruning. It's quite clear that the tree has really large leaves. These leaves, I'm not sure if they can be reduced or not, but some of the tall ones, they're almost as big as my hand. So I guess for now I'm just going to reduce it back a bit, just to take it back a little bit, not too much, because it's still a young tree. I don't really know how it takes from pruning. So we'll start with the side branch here. There is nothing from the base of this all the way to here. I'm not sure if I'm seeing a leaf node or not, but I don't think there is any. So I'm just going to take the tip off and let it develop this branch hopefully. So on the side, this branch, there is a leaf node right there, but that's coming towards this way, which is really strange because that's the center of the tree in a way. So I don't think I want this branch at all. So I'm going to take that off first. And I think I'm going to take the one that's pointing out, which is a good direction. So I'll just take it off just above it. I left a little bit of stud there so that it can heal better. Because again, I'm not sure how the tree takes from pruning, so I'll just be safe than be aggressive and be sorry. The top here is way too big. Now, just trying to think which way to go. There's a branch here, which is like it's coming from the main trunk, but it's quite straight. It just goes straight up, so I don't want that. I think what I want is this leaf right here. So I'll take this off so you can see better. So I don't want the top. I'm going to take the whole top off. There's a leaf coming out this way, which is partially brown, but it's a good direction. because my tree currently comes up like this, and it would be nice to curve this way from there on. Because the leaves are so big, and I don't know how much it will reduce due to bonsai culture, so I guess I'll have to grow this tree a bit bigger than smaller, just so that the leaves doesn't look, too big on the tree. So let's try that. I'll try to take off just above this leaf. And we'll see if this develops at all. Here, I guess I could leave that. I'll just take the top whatever thing off. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I could leave it. Let me just see here. I'm just not sure what will happen if I leave it. Well, you know what? I'm going to take it off. Yeah, I'm going to take it off. I want to make sure this one grows. So I'm going to take off that. And then I'm looking at this branch again. I think I could take it off to this leaf as well. It's also pointing outwards. And because the leader kind of stops here for now, I think this is a bit too tall, because it's like almost the same height as the leader, and really both branches point to good directions. So I'll take this part off, and we'll take the we'll see if this one grows. And there's a branch here that's coming towards this branch that's basically on the inside of the tree. I'm going to remove that. Okay, this part is quite straight, and that's one internode, and it's quite large, but then again, so is this. So I think in the future I might reduce it even more. I might even take these off, but for now it's still a young tree. I want it to grow, so I'll leave more branching on there for now. And really, we'll have to find out how this takes from pruning, from this first prune. And then I think it would be better after this, so I know how it works, and then we can do more. So yeah, I really like the lychee tree. It grows really well. It's got a smooth bark so far. The trunk is quite smooth, but I think eventually it'll get that old bark look, and it grows quite easily indoors and outdoors. I'm not sure what's going on with the leaves here. So, I'll let it grow and see what happens. The only thing I did wrong with the tree is the root base here, and I'll show you that. Okay, so you can see this the weird movement here at the trunk, at the base of the tree. It's, there's a root coming out right here. There's a couple coming on that side. I don't really know what's going on in this area below it, because I haven't, when I repotted, this wasn't that big of a problem. This was caused due to how I guess how I planted the seed orientation when it went into the soil, and what I did, or more like what I didn't do when it was growing. I don't remember how I put the seed in, but I think it was on this side. It was like, because the lychee seed is about this big. It's round, oval shaped, like an egg, kind of. I must have put it on the side when I planted it. So when it came out, the shell of the seed was still on the root part, and it was kind of sticking out of the soil where the tree was growing. At the time, I thought it was kind of cute. There's that little, casing for the root, but as you can see, it doesn't look so good right now. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm just going to let it grow, and maybe this will grow out of itself. I'm not sure what will happen, but it's kind of too late to do anything now. It's just it's really strange the way it is now. I think what I needed to do in the future, if I you know, actually I do have more trees, and when you plant them, you need to make sure they're upright, so that when it comes out, it doesn't do this. Or at least, I think even if I removed the casing of the seed when it was growing, it would have been better than this. But again, it's too late for that now. You know, maybe if I bury this in soil, this will eventually kind of develop roots everywhere here, and then this could become the root base. I might try that. You know, it's not a bad idea to try, because there's already roots coming out. You know, right over here, right? There's a root there. There's a root coming out here, I think. Yeah, right there. So maybe I should bury this. I actually kind of combed it out just to see what's going on. So yeah, if you ever started a lychee tree, make sure that the seed is kind of upright. I have started 5 more of these trees over there, and every one of them I make sure that the seed is up, right side up, so that they don't do this. But you know, this was the first lychee tree that I grown from seed. You just buy lychees from a supermarket and you put the seed in. There's no need for stratifications or anything like that. It just works. So yeah, that's just for this tree. This is a mistake that I made. Let me show you the other lychee trees that I started and in the progress, and I think that's it for today. So that's it for this tree. So this is my other 5 trees that I started. I started this in summer, I think, sometime. And again, they're started from seeds from just, you know, fruits from the supermarket. And this is the way they grow from the beginning. It's a straight up trunk with 0 movement. And you know, some of these, this one in the backyard, you know, it grew really tall before it started leafing out. And I think this is because of the amount of light that you can give it. I think I started this not in the summer, maybe in the fall. I think near fall. So by the time that it sprouted, it started to grow. It was the sun was already kind of, you know, insufficient. And then I had to bring me inside. At which time I think this actually grew much taller because there's not enough light. And you end up with this really long kind of trunk with nothing. There is a leaf node right there, but still this is, you know, I don't see any other leaf node in the middle between here and all the way. That's the first node. So I think if you start these in the future, it would be best if you start them just before spring indoors. And then by the time they sprout, they take about 2 weeks to start sprouting, which is quite fast. Ideally, you can just move them outside by then, or you can just wait till the beginning of the spring, put them in, and just leave it outside and let it germinate by itself. That's probably the best idea, I think. So yeah, even these, you know, they're quite straight. There's no movements, and I think these, I'm going to most likely put them in a forest or something like that, so that I don't need to put movement in them. And again, if you have better lighting, better support lighting, it will be much better, because they would grow better, you know. And you know, that browning of the leaves might be the lack of light. So if you have good indoor lights, it would grow pretty healthy. So yeah, that's it for this week. I just wanted to tackle the lychee tree because I haven't done anything with them. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.